Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshak here, and we've got a deck that some of you absolutely love and some of you absolutely hate, and that's going to be the Murloc Paladin. It used to be exceedingly powerful with the combo of Prismatic Lens and the Tip to Scale. New cards came out and made the deck, in my opinion, less powerful, but still really good because no one... The deck was actually brought back to life from our buddy D-Money, who also is a YouTube guy and streams. Definitely didn't want to not give him credit for the deck that basically he made popular. He did really well with it. I'm pretty sure he hit Legend. He did sustain like top 20 Legend with it. And again, I believe it's because no one expects Murloc Paladin right now because nobody's playing it and people just kind of forgot the burst that it can do. So for those of you looking at this deck and you're like, Rob, this just looks like a normal Paladin deck, what the fuck? Yeah, the key of the deck, guys, is the Prismatic Lens. So when you draw a minion and a spell from your deck and it swaps their costs, right? So as we see, there's only one other spell in our deck, and that's Tip to Scale. So when you Prismatic Lens, you know, you have a chance to hit the other Prismatic Lens, but more times than not, you're going to draw Tip to Scales. And because all of the other minions in our deck basically cost 5 mana or less, we reduce the cost of Tip to Scales between, 1 to 5 mana, and then the next turn we're going to be able to follow it up and play the card. So Tip to Scale summons 7 Murlocs from your deck. As we know, playing basically 7 minions on turn 4 or 5, flooding the board with Murlocs that all have synergies with cards like War Leader and Grimscale Oracle. Most decks literally just cannot deal with that. Looking at the most popular decks played on ladder right now, which is going to be Rogue and Hunter. Neither of those decks have basically any ability to deal with that size of a board that early on. We can look at Hunter and think maybe Unleash, but that's not really played, and if it is, it's just in the Highlander one, which is only a 1 copy. And if we look at Rogue, we have like possibly Fan of Knives, but again, not really a main deck card. And then we have Flick, which is really only going to deal with 1 to 2 Murlocs if it even pulled 2 of the same Murlocs on the board. So combo of the deck is Prismatic Lens. Not to say that it can't win out on just tempoing Murlocs. Again, I'm not going to normally go over the deck list every card in here, but we just basically clicked the word Murloc and added every Murloc in the deck, and then it plays out basically like any sort of aggro Murloc deck. If you don't draw the Tip to Scales, which is still a very powerful aggro deck, and then if you just happen to draw Tip to Scales, then the deck is absolutely fucking insane. Also, if we want to take note, we have a new card in the deck that just came from the most recent adventure, which is Scalelord, 5 mana, 5/6 dragon. Stats are really good for 5 mana, and Battlecry give your Murlocs Divine Shield. So on top of Tip the Scales, we can give all of the 7 Murlocs, well 6, because we got to make room for Scalelord, Divine Shield. Even though sometimes you're not going to have Tip the Scales, putting Scalelord's Divine Shield on 1, 2, even 3 Murlocs is really, really good, especially if you have a Toxfin out, you're able to poisonous a minion. Normally it would die, so you give it Divine Shield, you trade, you kill a minion, it lives. So they have to not only deal with the 3 Murlocs, one of them has poisonous, but also now this new 5/6. The deck pumps a ton of damage because cards like, again, War Leader and Grimscale Oracle buff all the Murlocs on the board. There's just a ton of synergies, and on top of dealing with all of the Murlocs, the Tip to Scales, the big damage, you got to worry about late game Zephrys. So you're like, Rob, what the fuck? Why is there Zephrys in the deck? There's duplicate copies of every basically Murloc and spell in the deck, including True Silver. The reason being is when we play Tip the Scales, it's going to basically draw 7 Murlocs from the deck, which is a hefty amount of Murlocs. And normally by turn like anywhere between 6 to 8, our deck has less than 10 cards in it, and most of the time Zephrys is active. So by the time it's super late game, we've exhausted all of our Murloc resources. We got no Scalelords, we got no weapons, we're running on fumes. We just need to pump out that little bit more damage. We play Zephrys, we get Pyroblast, we get Fireball, we get Bloodlust, we get Savage Roar, whatever the case may be, and he finishes up the games that maybe the Murlocs couldn't do, but most of the time the Murlocs can, because, Tip to Scales with Prismatic Lens is kind of just like GG, bro. So with that, if you enjoy the deck, you like what you see, it treats you well, throw an upvote, throw a comment. You guys know what to do. I appreciate it greatly, and it helps the YouTube algorithm send the video out to other people who may not know about our channel much more frequently when you guys do that. So thank you, and let's head into the games. Enjoy.
Uther versus Liadrin.
All right. Hey, look, we drew the best card in the deck. All right, so we just keep this whole hand, right? I see 2 and 2 or 3. The only thing we're missing is a 1. And then what would be a card that I would kill turn 1? The Gadgetzan dude, right? Yeah, this is fine. I just keep all this. So the only thing with this whole entire deck, chat, the only thing that we don't want to occur is drawing Tip the Scales before we play Prismatic Lens. That is the only actual thing we give a fuck about the entire process of this entire game. Nothing else. We kill the golden guy. Nothing else truly matters. The extent of this deck is playing this card, getting tip the scales, and then winning the game. Which is why this deck is very easy. Like, it has one goal. And then you draw, like, your entire deck, so eventually you get easy Zephrys. So a lot of people add Alexstrasza to the deck, or Chef Nomi. I just haven't played this deck in a long time. So I'm not sure if that is what we want to do, if that makes sense. Pistol on my side, I don't want to hear the thing talk. Yeah, a 1 mana tip the scales. Seems good, chat. Do I attack the 1 or do I attack this guy? This forces this trade. Same thing happens. Yeah. So now the question is, do I play this little tide caller before I tip the scales, or do I just tip the scales and let this guy, don't play that guy? I feel like playing this guy and then playing all the dudes is the best thing, right? Because then he gets buffed for all the Murlocs played. And a lot of Murlocs are being played right now. Look at all those Murlocs. Look at that. That's an exciting Murloc board. Zeph to clear. We can't play Zeph until we draw more cards, chat. More cards are required. And this is all fine and dandy. For a very easy reason, right? We want to kill a card. Well, I'm giving a card poisonous, but I have to knock off Divine Shield first. So the best way to knock off Divine Shield would be with this. And then this can go here onto this. Then this can go here. And then this could go right here. And then this goes to the face. This trades. This trades. This trades. And we beat him next turn. It's actually a pretty close game. This guy has pumped some big daddy damage into us. I also could have opted to play the Tasty Fin. Or kill off the Tasty Fin. Have a chance to draw the other Murlocs in the deck. And then play Zephrys. But if we would have just ripped a War Leader, we would have just kind of won this turn. We would have just killed him for 30. But it's alright. How much damage do we have? Do we have lethal? 5, 9, 10, 16, 17. Is this guy lethal? This is 3. Hold on, recount. 5, 9, 10, 17, 20. 20. Apparently he did the math before me. Look at that. I don't know who was here for marbles, but everybody who was here for marbles last night, they were in for that good shit. We were going in, chat. We were getting it done. Nah, this is a hand I can stand behind. I'm assuming you keep Scalelord in the hand, right? Because you like go Prismatic and then you play Scalelord. Like the Murlocs and then you Divine Shield the locks. Treants? Ooh. We're alright with that, right? So trade here, trade here. Next turn we coin Lens, and 66% of the time it hits tip. How can I participate in marbles? You just gotta be here when we do it. That's all. That's literally the only requirement.
Job's done.
Bruh. We're going in. We're Murlocking in, boys. Here we go.
Job's done.
Damn. No war leader there. No oracle. No tide caller. No tasty fin. These are like the worst. The thing is, he could probably buff the board and trade into most of this stuff. It's actually not that powerful of a board. If we beat this guy, we're gonna get quite a few points. We want to beat this guy. Let's take him out, chat. Beat him down.
Where my trees at?
Let's see how fast he picked that relatively quickly. There's the buff. He's gonna go ahead and make some trades here. We don't like to see this. We really don't like to see this. That was really bad. Real bad. Alright, so if I give Divine Shield, I'm basically trading. The other option is I play War Leader. I'm still trading. The other option is I play Tide Caller, Tasty Fin. I'm still trading. So this puts the most shit on the board and keeps the most stuff alive. So we trade into the highest HP'd items. And that's it. Yeah, that was really not the most crazy tip the scales we could have had. I think that bees really got him, because that bees gave him 3 1-drops that all got buffed with the blessing, so.
Where my trees at?
Seems weird. Yeah, that's good. Very good. How many Murlocs are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Murlocs are left. How much attack do they have? 3, 2, 1. I'm guessing I'm trading into this. Or this. Probably this guy. Do.
Job's done.
So this is what I'm talking about. There's only 4 cards in the deck now. So this is where like Nomi comes into play. Like, you know, is it worth having a Nomi in the deck? The thing is, if you Prismatic Lens and you hit Nomi with the lens, that's a terrible card to, like, you're basically changing a 9 or what is it? An 8-drop into a 7-drop, right? So that's the problem with the Nomi there. Damn, randomly generated swipe off the Geologist. That was sick. Zephrys still not active. XD, dude.
Reporting for duty.
Hi, did you make your intros, outros, and logos? Nah. It's too much. It's too much work. You gotta know what you gotta focus your time on. There's no, like, for me to make a logo for myself would have taken me more time than if I were to get somebody who's gonna, like, they do logos. If that makes sense. You get, like, so, like, it's more cost and energy efficient for me to do, like, certain things other people could do. Bruh. That's so funny. We only have 2 cards left in our deck and Zephrys is still not active. It blows my mind.
I'm almost out of cards.
I've got to do a 2-turn, don't I? So if I play these two, that's 6. So how much damage is this over 2 turns? 19, 15, 9. It actually should be lethal. So I need this to give me Frost Nova. Okay. Twisting Nether clears, but I can never win. So I have to use this time to stall. Hopefully he doesn't have another Mulch Muncher and I can win. I actually win if he doesn't have a Mulch Muncher. So as long as he doesn't top deck that, we're good, chat. I used to play this in Oldham back in the day. Since your whole deck is minions, you don't really hit Nomi with the lens.
This way before.
Well, yeah. But the problem with that is, it's still there's a chance you can hit Nomi, and if you do, you lose. Holy shit, did we win? Did we win this game, chat? So if I play this, Murlocs have +1 attack, and this is 2 attack, and it gives this the attack, right? So this is the best plays. I play the Bluegill, right? So this is how much damage? 6, 11. I don't know. I go face, and I just hope he's dead. I think it's exact lethal. Oh, it's 1 over. Holy shit, we won. Holy shit. Wow. Good shit, boys. Good fucking shit. That was a nice, juicy, thick, yummy game. Appreciate the song. Good song.
Watch your back.
I will fight with honor.
You tape. Do I even keep Tidecaller in this matchup? I feel like it's terrible because of backstab, but probably mildly acceptable. I feel like we have enough Murloc footage now. I feel like we want one more good game, right? I feel like we need, like, it's hard to get good games with this deck because you kind of just win, you know what I mean? It's not like a control deck where there's, like, all these intricacies. Like, this deck, you just play the cards and you just win. So there's not going to be, like, truly any super epic games. If that makes sense. I kind of want to hero power, just go face, save Toxfin. The other play is to Toxfin this thing and then trade. This is better because it forced him to have to dagger. Yeah. So now I get to play War Leader. Key is to keep the board. Well, it's War Leader, buff this guy up, or I play Golem. I like playing Golem. He's bigger in stats. I don't really care about pushing 2 damage with a singular guy. I'd rather play this on a board full of Murlocs, or play this like after having Murlocs already out. Yeah, he just got Seal Fated. Now it lives, and he has to use a dagger charge, which now he has to re-up dagger next turn. Fuck me. This sucks. Evil Miscreant. Jesus, he making a big Edwin?
A place to hunt.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that card. Alright, please give me a Murloc that costs less than 3. Bruh! Bruh! There's only 2 minions in the deck that cost more than 3 out of 16 cards. I don't even know what to play because these guys are so value. Like, it's good that we have the tip the scales, but it's like, it's going by, it's like having a super fast car and modding it out, but how to explain this? But the track sucks, or you're taking the like slowest track available. The good news, the rogue really doesn't have much to deal with a board state like this. Exactly. All right, that's a better example, Unholy. You've got this beast ass fucking engine, but you have no wheels. So you're sitting here revving, and I'm revving into a bunch of nothing. But eventually, when you put wheels on it, you go. Which is what's happening right now. We're going, chat.
I wonder.
One stab, finish him.
Bruh. That's pretty uncool. I'm needed out of consciousness and I say that I'm back. What deck did I say we're playing next? The Galakron Priest? Oh my god, the Albatross Galakron Control Priest. Holy shit. We're about to ruin this guy's life. Or whoever's ladder's life. Well, that's gotta feel bad. Leroy? That kind of sucks. Yeah, we gotta draw the other Grimscale Oracle before Zephrys is active. Or Sir Finley is active. How does it feel to be on the other end of the stick, Rogue? Where you're getting out aggroed by a bunch of 1/1s and 2/1s. Feels bad, doesn't it, Rogue? Feels real bad. Definitely can't feel good. I was also gonna play some, maybe some Legends of Runeterra at the end of the stream just to get my daily quest done. They know. 7 cards left, I guess. Because if I draw the other weapon, I want to attack with it immediately. M1 with the follow. Welcome, user. We beat this guy. We're probably gonna get like 150 points. Gonna be good. We just gotta bait him down. Deal 5 to everything. Not really good for me. Zephrys is active. Cool. I done see the lethal. I done see the lethal. Your wish is my command. I think I've never actually gotten a war leader off of Zephrys before.